Well, today we're going to replace the toilet. If you look in the description, I'll tell you what we're going to be replacing it with. So we've got the toilet drained completely. The big important thing when you're replacing the toilet is to get the inside of the tank dry as well. And so we have detached our hardware, right, that attaches the toilet bowl to its gasket or its wax ring, which is secured to the floor. I'm gonna lift it up, get it off of there. Okay, so I'm clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this, and people are gonna get grossed out, but I'll grab her by the inside, right? I'm gonna get it out of its way. I'm walking past the new toilet that we're gonna install, and I'm gonna see how I'm keeping this nice and level. There's no water that's coming out. Bam! Looks to me like this guy has just been replaced in the last, I don't know, couple of years, I would guess. Smart. So these look good. They're down there tight. They're in. See how they have the wings? You slide them in, tighten everything down. Make sure you put the washer there. The only thing we have to do is we're going to clean all of this extraneous wax off of this ring, so that when we seat the next ring, there's nothing that's going to be causing us any problems with height and so on and so forth. The majority of situations, you want to get an extra thick wax ring. So this is what's sent with the with the toilet, just a wax ring. This has got 40% more wax. It's a little bit thicker, so there's a better opportunity for a seal, because 90% of the time the floors have been changed, they've increased in height, whether it's ceramic, vinyl plank flooring, hardwood, whatever it might be. So we're going to go with this one, the Everbuilt extra thick wax ring. Get that nice and clean. I'll show you here when I pull this other wax ring out all about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started to peel off. You don't want to mess with it, right? If it's all crushed in this area because of handling or whatever, you better drive right back to Home Depot or Lowe's and get yourself a new one. See, I'm just gently touching that. So watch, this just fits right there. Boom. Maybe move it around a little bit. But when this all pushes down, you figure all the force of the toilet is going down, so that this is the most important piece right on the top. The bottom is still nice and sealed. You're not going to have anything coming up through there, but that wax is really what makes that seal. But we did replace a multi-turn valve here. It's shot. It's probably been here since the house was built. This is a quarter turn valve. I'm absolutely not going to turn it. The quarter turn has less moving parts, therefore it has a less opportunity to fail. We've got the tank here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the hardware that's on top of the tank here in a second, and then the toilet seat. And all this stuff was supplied as the kit with this toilet. This is it slowly folds down. We've taken this hardware off here. So now what the heck's going on? We need a gasket. So they supplied the gasket. So this is a newer toilet. It actually has 3 holes. Most of the older toilets only have 2. Honestly, this is probably the most important seal that you have to worry about on the toilet. So that fits down in there. Now what I do is I just straddle this and do the old reverse right here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, so I'm literally twisting these the same. I'm trying to get the same tension on both. Now honestly, this is probably the most difficult and important part of installing the I'm going to go ahead and bring this toilet in, and then we're going to talk about how we want to sit it down, because I just explained how important it is. The homeowners helped me carry it in. We're just going to sit it here, get it close. I'm looking at everything, right? The biggest thing I'm paying attention to are the holes for the bolts, because I know that then will align me with the wax ring. Okay? It's nice the way that toilets are designed, because you can just go ahead and I walk it straight over. I can see, right now I can see the bolts. I might have to play around with it a little bit. Am I in?
No, you need to come to the toilet.
Oh, there you go. There. I'm going to put on, I'm not going to put on the toilet seat just yet. I'm going to attach the supply line. And we'll talk about the supply line in this next, or here in just a couple of minutes. So we've got the washer here, wing nut here. I'm going to need another set of these, but I'll get you started here with this. All right, so I put this washer down. There wasn't a washer included with this specific, this toilet, but they did ship a different type of washer, a plastic washer. So I'll put this down. Now the purpose for this is to act both as a washer as well as for the cap, you know, the cap to snap into. See how it works? I still would have a metal washer. That's my personal opinion. We're not going to hammer down on this thing. We're just going to get it just so I can feel a little resistance there. Okay, then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. A metal washer, this plastic washer to hold that cap, and the wing nut. I was tightening down the other side, and we didn't figure we needed to show that. But, you know, sitting on it, you know, you're getting that secured down to the floor with the wax ring on. Plus, it helps you when you're putting the tightness on these on these wing nuts, that, you know, you're down and you don't have to worry about it sticking up at all and getting rocking on you, things like that. Got Teflon tape on down here, wrapping it nice and tight and flat. Moving on, I've got the bottom of the hose with the supply line attached. It's nice and tight, compressive wrench, got Teflon tape on it. And then I've got Teflon tape also wrapped in the proper direction on this stub out here for me to attach this. Make sure you go on there square, because these plastic threads are really, they're too easy. They're too easy to get cross-threaded. Now, because it's plastic, you know, they say you only need finger tightness. For the sake of this video, I guess I'll just do that, finger tight. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this and see what we should start seeing water. And I'm going to be checking consistently for any kind of leaks, anything of that nature. And okay, we'll sit down here. I'm going to go ahead and let this thing fill up. It is nice and quiet, and we'll say that. I'm not detecting any leaks at all. I mean, I'm feeling here. It's cold, right? Because you got that cold water coming in. I got no leaks here. I got no leaks here. I'm not seeing any puddles or anything like that around here. And there's nothing here. You got a nice bowl here. And we're going to do it. See what happens. Well, there wasn't an epic fail. Just putting this, just get it on there. There, you just push on it. Look, secure it. Boom. Get that other, I've already got the other side on. Now we're going to go to the toilet seat. One of the things I said to him, though, is that he wants the family price. Everybody wants the family price, family and friends price. I said, here's the deal. If I'm going to work for you for the family price, we're close enough that towards the end of the job, you can get me a drink. So maybe a beer or something like that, I'd be grateful. Then we're going to get this thing installed. Got the toilet seat here. We'll get these laid out. These are universal for the most part, except for whether it's elongated or round things. Got the, basically it's a plastic bolt, right? We're going to go ahead and loosen these up. All right, so we're going to flip this guy over. And then these should just pop, okay? They're covers. Keep the pee out of there, some of the dirt, especially if you guys have little boys at home like I do. Put this down in here. Now, I'm going to sit on it, right? I mean, like I have been for most of the video. Just going to make sure it's nice and square. Okay. Now, I'll do the other side as well here. It'll be exactly the same on this side. I'm gonna hold that still by hand and tighten her down. Okay. The biggest thing is when you're done, you just adjust it so that it's nice and square. So it's not, you don't want it wobbling. You just want it sitting there nice. I just do this other side. Here, the homeowner brought me a beer. That was the deal. We're on the family and friends discount, but it's a grapefruit infused IPA. Brewdog. There's 2 places in the world you're going to find a brewery for Brewdog, but in Scotland and near Columbus, Ohio, and Canal Winchester. Cheers. We're just going to tighten this thing down the rest of the way, and this is it. This is about the end. That's good beer, man. Thank you. Got those tight, nice and tight. We're sturdy. Looks good. Everything looks good. You just put it down. Really, all I've got left is put this tank lid on. We know everything's functioning properly. Look at that. Now, there's a little bit of give there, right? But it's perfect. Oh, here, the slow fall lid. Yeah, let's watch. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's not going to make any noise or anything. You guys enjoyed this. My name's Ben again. Hopefully it was informative, and now you guys don't have any kind of a confidence issue with being able to replace the toilet yourself. But this is my very first video here on YouTube, and if you could, I would really appreciate it if you could either like or subscribe or even just give me a comment. I'll take any feedback that I can get. And in one of these episodes, I'm going to tell you how I ended up in this predicament. Starting my own business as a handyman, but I'll tell you what, I couldn't enjoy it anymore. And I want to thank the homeowner as well